Today I want to show off this FPGA board. It's pin compatible with our ASIC board and it fits on the demo board. And I'm also going to show this VGA P mod for my clock and a community contributed VGA P mod and see how it all works together. So let's get started. So this is my VGA clock running and it's currently using this pinout to work with Leo Moses' tiny VGA P mod. And these are the outputs of my old design using my P mod. So what I want to do is modify the design so that I can switch between both P mods with changing an input. So let's do that. I've sped this up here, but basically I'm just going to have this input called mat P mod. And if it's high, use my board, and if it's low, use Leo's board. And set that to the input 3. So I'm going to add and commit those changes and push them to GitHub. And that's going to start off a new GitHub action, which we've got as part of the Tiny Tapeout 7 repository called FPGA. And it makes use of the Yosis open source CAD suite tools to build the FPGA bitstream. It takes about a minute, so I've sped up the footage here. And then we get a file that we can download, FPGA bitstream. And here I will unzip it. And we've got a build directory here with the bin file, and that's the bitstream. So we're using DFU util. I've got to enable that mode now by pressing the 2 buttons on the FPGA board. And then I can flash the new firmware. And we've got the new firmware running. Now by default that input is set to 0. But I can interact with it using the command app. And when I turn that input on, now it wants to use the old P mod. So let's just swap that over, check that it works. It looks good. Colors look a bit wrong, so I probably got the bit order there. So I've gone ahead and changed that. And now I'm going to show you, you can also run the FPGA bitstream from the command line, which takes a lot less time because we don't have to cache anything. So I can program that new bitstream. And now I've got my good colors again. So with that done, we've also got the GDS generated. So I've got my routing stats and my cell usage as normal. And my layout. And I can commit that to Tiny Tapeout 7. So I don't have Tiny Tapeout 7 yet, but I do have new Tiny Tapeout 4 boards. So I'll just show you what this looks like with the commander, because this is running the old version that's compatible with my P mod. And one of my favorite things about this is that when I choose that project, you can see it knows all the projects because it reads the shuttle out of the ROM and then looks up all the projects. And you adjust the hours, minutes and seconds like that. So that's a bit of an insight into the ongoing development we've got for the FPGA board and the Commander app. Tiny Tapeout 4 boards are being sent in the next couple of weeks, so if you submitted to that, you'll be able to play with it yourself soon. If you're interested in getting one of these FPGA boards, then let us know by filling your details in on the waitlist I've linked in the video description. We don't know if we're going to make these for sale or not, depending on the interest. It might be just something that we use for workshops. The FPGA board was designed by Pat Deegan and the DFU bootloader by Sylvain Minot. And Pat's made a few videos about those, so if you're interested to find out more about the technical details, then check out this video up here. And don't forget that Tiny Tapeout 7 is already open and it closes on the 1st of June. So if you want to get a design made on an ASIC and get one of these cool demo boards to play around with, then make sure you submit soon and get the early bird price. Have fun.